E minor. Let's look at the circle that's going to show us. We start on the E, chord 6. So this is going to be the root of E minor, the third of E minor, and the fifth of E minor. So we've got E, G, and B. Lonely third there. One lonely minor third. There's chords hidden in there, and you'll start to see these. And then when you look at this and you think, well, this is a scale, guys, and you'll start to see your chord shapes in your scales. This is why I'm showing you this. E minor. Right, well, E minor can do a hell of a lot of things. One of the things that I like with this is hammering from that fourth, that open A string, to that fifth, from the A to the B. Now, if I want to, I think to myself, oh, hang on, the G is the third, isn't it? It's the flat third. Can I have that one there? So I can add that into the equation. And like I was showing you before, how the G to the D over F sharp goes down to the E minor. This is voice leading. Hang on, we've got the old lazy employee here. We need to make him do some work. There's the minor 7. Yeah, E minor 7 is here. So I can take that off and I can put it on. Now, E minor with that C on doesn't sound great. So you've got to figure these out and figure out which ones work for you. Now, that doesn't sound great, that third on there, because we're doubling up the third. And I don't think it works really well unless we borrow this here, the 2 fingers that we need from a G chord. So this is why this works here. So if we take that G chord and switch it to be an E minor there using these 2 fingers, then we get an E minor 7 here. Okay, so there's the E minor 7. Look how easy the E minor 7 changes to that G. Yeah. Another one that I like is if I go up onto this F sharp here. This is a moody E minor. If we played that B there and we played this F sharp, this is adding the 9. If you struggle with the stretch, then use your pinky. It looks like a power chord, but all the strings that I'm not fretting are open. The E string's open, the G string's open, the B string's open, and the thin E string's open. And then if you're clever and you're going to put the 7 on as well, look, put that flat 7 on as well. And you get kind of one of those sort of Coverdale Page sort of chords. And then you can switch to the G as easy as putting that finger on there. So going through the chords. G, A minor, B minor, C, D, E minor. But now we've got different modes of playing these chords. B minor. And then do like that. You can bash away on that note there. This is actually an E minor in first inversion. There's the E minor, there's that flat third. So I'm just going to strum all 6 strings. Take it off. hang on, I just spotted something else. There's the E minor. And this is the thing that's going to tell you. Look, if I put my pinky on there, that's the third. That's the fourth. So I get an E sus4. People associate a sus4 with the major shape, but suspensions work with minor chords as well.